This video contains an Asia guy speaking improper English. Please turn on the CC, I'm begging you. A couple days ago, I was surfing Facebook to post getting it on my work, and I found out a lot of people are talking about this slice of life anime and telling everyone how good this anime is, making memes out of it, and of course, anime fans being anime fans comparing one anime to other anime and telling everyone that this anime is for muscular chat and other anime is for fat, pathetic loser, which is me. Filled with curiosity, I opened Netflix and I found out that the show isn't there. So I immediately watched the show, and it is one of the good anime that I enjoy this season. And I'm about to give you my trashy opinions about this anime in the broken English with a French accent because this guy thinks I'm French. Oh crap, hold on. Goto Hitori is a lonely girl who wanted to make friends with her classmates, but because of her introverted personality, by default, she doesn't have the courage to make one, and this goes on until she reaches the first year of middle school. On the moment of accepting her introvert personality as a part of her life, she got inspired by a guy she saw on TV.
When I was in high school, everyone made fun of me for being a nerd. So the next day, I brought a gun with me and bang their head, and then I quit school. I joined a band, and we made music together, upload them to YouTube, and suddenly we got popular with a lot of friends.
After seeing the band's performance, Hitori suddenly filled with determination and hope. She then borrowed her father's guitar, learned to play it, and studying musical literatures using Ling style for the 2 hours method, and without realize that 3 years had passed away rapidly. She is now a high school student with no band, no homies, and even worse, she has social anxiety with people now. Until a certain girl with Doritos hair invited Hitori to join her band, and it's a starting point for our beloved oddball girl to make friends and to break her introvert personality. After hearing the synopsis, what comes to my mind was that this is your typical slice of life. Cute girls in a band making music, but the main character has a social anxiety instead of your usual cheerful, easygoing girl. The main objective of this anime is Bocchi getting some friends, overcoming her social anxiety, and becoming a famous person in the music industry. The story is pretty basic and treats social anxiety as a comedy instead. But what makes this anime so popular to the point that a slice of life fanbase could get the courage to base mainstream anime like Bleach and Chainsaw Man? After a couple hours of deep dive research into the My Anime List Bocchi The Rock reviews, I found out 3 things, which can be wrong. Those are the characters, animations, and relatability. Let's start with the character. Since it's a slice of life anime, one of the main points of this anime would be the characters' personalities, because the story isn't about taking down a demon lord. We have the protagonist Goto Hitori, or nickname Bocchi, who plays as a guitarist in the band. Then there's the founder of the band, Ijiji Nijika, who plays as the drummer and as the wife of the fanbase. There's the bassist Yamada Ryo, the real introvert in the group, and finally the singer and also the guitarist of the band, Kita Ikuyo, the girl that's supposed to be the main character of the show because of her dazzling kira personality. My opinion about the characters is simple. They are alright, none of them is bad, and everyone is unique and likable depending on your taste. I don't really have much to say about the characters, but I heard some people don't really like Hitori that much because they think she's annoying and having over-the-top responses. Personally, sometimes yes and no. She can be a little bit annoying for being too dramatic, but overall, I don't really mind. It's a comedy anime, and this kind of over-the-top reaction is normal in anime, and ever heard of Japan's reaction TV shows? Sure. The popular characters would be these two, because who doesn't like energetic and lively personality and very wife-web? And of course, Bocchi is also popular because not only she is relatable by almost every weebs, some of them realize that behind that tracksuit of hers, there are 2 huge, and there's the animation. Animation in this anime is top-notch, simple, and absurd. It reminded me of Nichijou, the anime that destroyed the studio's whole budget for making a fight scene about a school principal doing WWE to a deer and bloody Gana. The animation in this anime isn't really as intense as Nichijou, but I can say this anime has a good creativity production. Who would have thought of using stop motion and real-life footages with bizarre effects? Can be very simple, effective, and very gutsy brain. And because of that method, they have a lot of time to create 3D animation that is better than the self-proclaimed best sci-fi anime, and Bocchi doing T-posing, yeeting herself to a bunch of cubes in a low-res poly model. Despite the less detailed characters, the animation movements are very fluid and not stiff. Take Nijika for example, a cheerful girl that is very easygoing and her movements are very budget abusive. All this drunker girl that doing bomb bakudan walking animation. Even this bloody ant got a good animations, and the scene where they play the music, holy chef kiss, bro. It's obvious that they so nail the animations and the details of them playing the instruments because it's a music anime and they don't want to be hosted by two linguists. The music in this anime is pretty good, and it is not a surprise after knowing that well-known people such as Maguro Taniguchi from Kanaboom and other talented composers and singers are involved in this anime production. The anime put some popular Japanese bands as reference, like Alessandros and Runworms. Not only in the anime, but in the manga also has some reference of famous band cover like Asian Kung Fu Generation and Bandmate. It is either the mangaka really likes Japanese bands or because it's a manga about music, and it gives the fan base the idea to create their own cover reference like Nirvana Nevermind cover, but it's Bocchi instead of a naked baby. And finally, the relatability of this anime. This is the other reason why this anime is popular to the weebs. The personality of being a beta girl. You are probably asking yourself, how about Watamote? She has the same problem as Bocchi, but why Bocchi is much more popular than Watamote? I have no idea, seriously. I'm having PTSD for doing research now. But what do I know is that these two anime have different reactions and responses from the main characters that give different experiences when watching them. In Watamote, the main protagonist's responses are always negative, depressing, and so sad that it is heartbreaking and kind of cringe to watch. While in Bocchi The Rock, Bocchi's reactions are colorful and bright. You don't feel bad for watching them, even if she committed sin. Bocchi's reactions might be a little bit cringy. Is that even a word? But the cringe level in this anime isn't as hard as Watamote, and probably because nobody wants to tell everyone that Watamote is them for real. And that's what makes Bocchi The Rock watchable for almost everyone. Now, about the relatability aspects in Bocchi The Rock. Personally, I can relate to her at some point, but not everything. For example, one of the scenes that I could relate to, kind of, in this anime is when Bocchi was trying to quit her job with confidence because her YouTube channel got monetized, and when she was going to tell that to her Doritos boss, she lost her confidence and get back at doing her job as a trash can, or the sheer pressure when people staring at you for some reasons. In my case, it was at middle school. The teacher questioned me about something that I don't know, like how to find the X value in a math question, like who the f is X? Everyone staring at you menacingly, hoping that you got the right answer so that they won't be the next target, and I turned into a freaking rock. But one of the reasons why I enjoy and can relate to this anime isn't only because of Bocchi doing cringy stuff, regretting it, and telling myself that she is so me for real. It is because Bocchi doing her very best to become a better person that makes this anime not only so relatable to everyone who wants to be an extrovert but very anxious about the surroundings, but also the other reason that made me watch this anime to the last episode. Even though society looks scary to her and she has some flaws here and there, she has something she wants to achieve and got the motivation to do it. Her motive is shallow, unlike Naruto trying to become a Hokage and Luffy trying to become the king of pirating Nintendo games. She got the commitment, determination, and sheer will to break those barriers of hers instead of just blaming her surrounding and society like every whip in their mother's basement. Seeing her trying to achieve that dream of hers makes me trying to root for her and face pumping my forehead every time she takes absurd and questionable action. It's like looking at your past, cringing and laughing at them for doing something unordinary, and at the same time reminding you that you have become a better person than your cringy past. The only thing that I'm a little bit disappointed in this anime is the ending, because now Bocchi got everything she always wanted to have: fans, a band, friends, and a reputation. But the ending makes Bocchi look depressed and kind of gloomy, like it was all for nothing. Maybe there will be season 2 because season 1 is usually a character's introduction, and looking at how successful the anime is and good sales of album, we might get season 2. Yeah, wait for it like you are waiting No Game No Life season 2. Now, to close this video, because not only do I like vocabulary, being lazy, and the sound of mufflers at night in this city makes me want to send them to isekai, this video took me almost 2-3 months to write and edit, and I'm still an amateur at writing a proper review. I highly recommended this anime to everyone, even for those who have never experienced social anxiety or joined a band club in their high school life. This anime might not be the best or relatable for everyone, but for those who do, it will hit deeply right in your heart and soul. I swear I didn't steal and modify that line from this anime chapter 4. And one last thing before I end this video, I just wanted to say that Bocchi is me for real, but I can't say that because she's a girl that has good face, a talent that I don't have, and a pair of huge